is the international service of Los Angeles. This is the revolutionary voice of the shortwave Shindig.
It is exactly 12 minutes. Brings us up to the time for the old-fashioned hymn. Well, we've chosen one this morning that we know you're going to like because we like it just an awful lot. The title of it is Turn Your Radio On. And Jim, if you're ready, go ahead. Right now.
Come and listen to a radio station where the mighty hosts of heaven sing. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. If you want to hear the songs of Zion coming from the land of endless spring, turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. And glory share. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Brother, listen to the glory land chorus. Listen to the glad hosannas roll. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Get a little taste of joys awaiting. Get a little heaven in your soul. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. And glory share. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on. Listen to the songs of the fathers and mothers and the many friends born on before. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Some eternal morning will meet them over on the hallelujah shore. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. And listen to the music in the air. Turn your radio on. And glory share. Turn your lights down low. And listen to the Master's radio. Get in touch with God. Turn your radio on.
This is the revolutionary voice of the shortwave Shindig, signing on from the 27th Annual Shortwave Listeners Winterfest, sponsored by the North American Shortwave Association. With the assistance of WRMI, Okeechobee, Florida, RVSS comes to you on an assigned frequency of 7570 kilohertz, live from the Quaker Socialist Republic of Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania.
Oh, here we are, we're on the air. Thank you for getting Turn Your Radio On. I let them folks like Todd have called out for such a great announcement. I'm David Bowen. Welcome again, dear listeners, here and around the world, to the Shortwave Shindig. And now, it's time for the inspirational poetry moment with our best maestro, John Figliozzi, and Rich Hunt.
Pain of the distance being, a loather of anything near.
So WOOF has a singer of opera fame, and WOW, a soprano, national name.
He passed them both up for a Kansas quartet. 1,000 miles off and hence uttered again.
New York was too easy to hear. He was a distance.
He was a distance being, his radio ruling his life.
Family went to the play.
He'd take them to Yonkers.
The show being over, he blew a bike at Bar Staten Island that very same night.
God did insist on it. He was a distance.
He was a distance being, alas, but he died one day.
Peter obligingly asked, would he tell his choice of a residence? Heaven or hell?
He replied with a show of consistency fine. Good sir, you have hit on a hobby of mine.
Which place is the farthest away? He was a distance.
Thank you, gentlemen. That was a poem written in 1925 by A.H. Baldwin and published in the New Yorker, which just shows you that it was a craze at the time for people to be discovering these radio signals from around the world. And now, I'd like to reintroduce again our readers, Don Figlietti and Richard Huff, who have been filming this gathering of shortwave listeners for, well, it's been going on for 27 years. How long have you guys been running the show?
I think about 14, something like that. We've just managed so far. And we took over from the three guys who had the inspiration for it, Bob Brown, Chris Steele, and Harold Combs. And they wanted to give it to someone who could reliably care for the fest and continue to move it on. They couldn't find anyone, so they gave it to us instead.
So tell our listeners out there who may not know about the festival, what's it all about? What atmosphere do you try to create?
It's really just about friends getting together and discussing radio, talking radio. It's people, like-minded people who have a love for this medium, and we just try to provide a venue for that. And it's an opportunity to exchange information and exchange pleasantries and just have a good time over a weekend.
Radio tends to be a solitary pursuit for many people. And of course, as many with shortwave experience will know, it's an activity that sometimes our spouses and children don't tolerate very well. What is that squeal? You'll hear from the other room. I can't even understand the language there, and why do you care? And so most of us have given up trying to apologize or even explain ourselves to our spouses and kids. But here at the fest, we're surrounded by people who share our passion, who we don't have to explain ourselves to. And given that we've been doing this for 27 years, it's really become very much of a reunion atmosphere as well.
So we're just very happy that we've been able to expand this out to the medium that is our medium of choice, shortwave. And we're very happy to be able to share an hour of David's good work. David's been doing this now you've been doing this close to a dozen years now, right? This is the 11th year. Okay.
I think another point to keep in mind about the fest as well is that the hobby itself, of course, has changed over the years with international broadcasting morphing. The world is a vastly different place than the first fest started back in 1988. So we've tried to keep the fest somewhat capable of adapting with the hobby, bringing in discussions about other radio-related technologies and to understand things from the perspective of a broadcaster as well, and understanding the challenges they face and why they make some of the decisions they try to make.
Anything else you want to add?
I just want to say that we should probably tell people we're coming to them from Plymouth Meeting, Pennsylvania, which is just outside Philadelphia, and we're here every year, just around this time of the year. And if you enjoy visiting with us on the radio this time, we invite you to come next year to the Winter SWLfest.
And we do have a website that we keep up all year. It's SWLfest.com. So type that into your favorite internet search engine, and you'll find the Winter SWLfest straight away.
Thank you, gentlemen. Okay, now, as we say in radio, a word from our sponsor.
And Switzerland. And you're listening to WRMI, Radio Miami International. www.wrmi.net. Send us your comments and reception reports to info@wrmi.net or by regular mail to WRMI, Post Office Box 526-852, Miami, Florida 33152, USA.
This is Jeff White on WRMI, Miami International in Okeechobee, and greetings to everyone at the Shortwave Listeners Winterfest in Pennsylvania. Wish we could be there with you. Who knows, maybe next year. But really nice to always to see all of you guys gathered together there and